Good morning and happy Monday. Today is April the 14th. It's a 4-day work week for me. I am currently looking for professional development so I don't have to come to school on Friday. Or I'm just going to take it as a person day. I need a break. I'm tired. What else? Today, let me show you what I bought because I'm always buying stuff. So, I don't know. I walked into Target and this was in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute to hold. Like, I'm the type of person that I don't have a, I carry only my work bag and my lunch bag. And I put everything I need personal inside my work bag, like a purse. But I was thinking that this is cute for when I need to go to my car if I go out to lunch. All I have to do is put my keys in it and my card holder, and look, I have this. I don't have to take that big old bag with me everywhere I go, but I bought that at Target. And then I was in Marshall's because I went to look for, what did I go looking for? A jelly cat. I went to go looking for a jelly cat. And I saw these. Do I need another thing? I don't, because I literally have personalized pads here, but I was like, these are getting low, and it was cute. And I told my family, y'all better buy me something, teacher appreciation. So I was like, Marshall's got all kinds of cute stuff for teachers. I don't like teacher stuff, but this was cute. Well, my family had to buy me something real good that's not teacher-ish. But that is it today. Remember my computer broke, but I was able enough to reset the hard drive, enough to upload the video, and I have 2 videos already. I edited them, uploaded them, they're just waiting. But yes, so I am caught up on videos. Thank you for all your recommendations. I love you guys so much. You make me so happy. But today, I didn't do my slides or my week at a glance because I was working on getting my content for y'all. So today I know I have a math lesson. I know either on the area or perimeter. For reading, we're doing a passage. For math, that's what we're doing. We're doing science notes on plant adaptations. Social studies, I'm not doing anything today. Writing, I don't know what we're doing. I made the copies, but I don't know what we're doing. And then that is it for today. Today they have music. Some of my kids are not going, some are going. If you failed my test, you are not going. We are going to debrief. I have a guest all week for lunch, so I'll record during lunch anyway, but I have a student since it's Holy Week and he can't, I didn't want him to, but I didn't want him to stay home and miss a whole week of instruction when we test in probably 14 days. So he is my guest all week. We having lunch together. And I didn't even bring lunch. But I'm not hungry because I made my own smoothie at home today. So, but I have soup here. I have soup. I need to see what he's eating so that way he's not tempted and we can eat the same thing all week long. But I have a friend all week. And then I was like, you want to eat inside or outside? He was like, inside, because I don't want to get bit by no bugs. So we're inside. And that's my guest. I think I have him a little bit for breakfast too, because he can't eat in the cafeteria and be tempted by the foods of the other kids. So that is the only thing that's happening interesting this week. Friday is Good Friday. It's a teacher planning day. If I don't find a professional development that I can do at home online, I am going to use a personal day and have that day off. My husband goes out of town next week. So I'm not working my tutoring job because I need to go home and be with my daughter because I don't want her home by herself in case my other daughters go to work. But that is it. Oh, I bought more stuff. I'm lying. Remember I had plants, the student bought seeds. When I tell you I cannot find those seeds nowhere. I have no clue where they are. I searched this room, I tore it up, I cannot find it. So I went to Lowe's this morning and I got these. It says easy to sow. And then it says, the germination period is 14 to 21 days. And then it's supposed to bloom 180 to 360, I guess, a year, which is good. It needs a lot of sunlight. So we're going to, it's gloomy outside, but we're going to plant these today and start putting them aside. And then we'll take trips every day to go water our plant. So this is what we're doing today. So that's all we're doing. I have to figure it out. I have no tutoring today for them, which is good. And I can just go ahead and get that together. I hope you had a great week. If anything adventurous happened, this student who I'm having lunch with is hilarious. He is so funny. So if he says something real funny, I'll let you know. But I wanted to go ahead and work on my slides for today and then during my planning period. Oh, I'm not keeping these kids. They gotta go. They gonna go to music because I have to work on my slides. Like, you know what? I'm not keeping nobody. Take your little self to school. Go. Bye. So that is what's happening. I will see you guys tomorrow, which is Tuesday. How many days of school we have left? Where's my planner? I don't know what nothing is. Like, what is up with my life? I have no clue where nothing is. I will put it on the screen. When I put the date, I will do the countdown. I am going to do something cool in May because, you know, school ends for us June 6th. So May is my biggest month of the year. All my hard work shows of what I put into these kids. And we take down this room after testing. Our last day of testing is May 9th. We take it down May 10th or whatever day, school day it is after that. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Today in math, we're doing a review. And in reading, we're reading a passage. My grades are improving. I am so excited. They are finally getting it. We test in 13 days or 12 days, I'm not sure. But we test on the 5th. So there's a lot of pressure on me and them. So I am drilling and killing. That's what we're doing. Yesterday we did science notes. We planted the plants. We need to move the location because those plants thrive off sun and they're not having any sun. So you're on my computer. That's why I'm bending down because I have to pick my kids up in 1 minute. But I wanted to check in to let you know what happened. I'm sorry that there's a glow because I am behind a lamp and there's no lights on in the classroom. I had lunch with my student yesterday. He is hilarious. My other coworker is supposed to come and have lunch with us, but he shared his, I don't know what type of bread this was. I didn't have any lunch, so I had nothing to eat. I was eating like a chopstick and snacks that I have, but I had nothing to eat. And he was like, I'll give you some of my food. And I was like, I don't want any. But he was like, oh, this bread is some type of bread that they eat during Holy Week. And it was so hard. And then I said, it must be no yeast in this bread because it didn't rise. And so then I was like, this bread is real hard. How are you eating it? He was like, because I have strong teeth. I was like, boy. But I don't know what he had. Fish, he had chicken, and he had the bread, and he put honey on the bread. I don't see it. He said it was good, but his chicken looked good. He told his mama burnt it. I'm saying they tell you everything. They tell all the parents' business. So that is it that I could think of this morning. I am doing my professional development at home on Friday. So I have a PD in the morning on Accelerated Reader, and then in the afternoon I have a Zoom meeting for Teacher's Choice, which is what I use to go on professional developments. That's the sign to go pick up my kids. See you later. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Today was a good day. My kids did, so far, they did real well in math. It was on area and perimeter. That's what they did. Then they did the portfolio. Majority of them finished. I have a few didn't, but they'll finish tomorrow. I found out an hour ago that I need a sub, so I need to work on sub plans at home because my template is at home. But today overall was a good day. At the end of the day when they went to PE, drama released, but that didn't happen on my dime. So, but I am the homeroom teacher, so I have to contact parents about what happened during PE. But I wanted to talk to you guys because you know you're my friends and I love y'all. Nobody talks about being an introvert and then having to be a teacher, right? Because naturally I'm a loner. I am the only girl. I only have 2 siblings, but I've always been by myself. I've always been a loner. I like to be by myself. I love to read. And then I met my husband. Is he an introvert? I don't know, but he can fit in, but he's naturally quiet. So in our relationship, I'm the loud one, and he's the quiet one because I have a big personality. But I do have, I guess, social anxiety. I love to be by myself. I hate to be in crowds, and I have not had lunch by myself. I eat lunch by myself every day by choice. I do not like to eat in a teacher's lounge. I do not like to eat with coworkers. I like to be by myself eating my lunch. It's time for me to decompress because think about it. If I'm an introvert, I'm performing for 18 kids every day. It's 18 people talking to me all day long. And remember, I don't like to talk to people. And then I have to talk to them. I can't be mean to them, of course, but it's a lot. And this week has been draining these past 3 days because I have had to eat lunch with my student, right? And then, of course, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to ask him questions because I don't want him to feel like I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? All my kids feel loved and wanted, but it's a lot. And I had lunch with him, so that's why when I don't get planning time or they have me doing something during my planning, I need that time to decompress or recharge my battery because remember, I'm performing. And then there are certain days I come in, I'm like, God, I have to deal with these kids. And again, my job is to make them feel loved and wanted and valued. That's what I do every single day. But me being an introvert, I am dead to everybody else when I get off work. Like, everybody know in my house, I speak to everybody or whatever, but I need that time to unwind. So I color, I read a book, I listen to a book, I play a game on my phone. I need alone time after teaching because it is so much. So my coworkers already know, don't invite me to nothing because I ain't coming. I'll send my gift. I don't want to be with my coworkers after work. That's just me. So today has been hard on me because I have seen my student for 3 days in a row during my lunch period, and it was too much. Then remember, I tutor, so next year. Oh, and then what's worse is I'm a grade level chair. It forces me to talk to people. I want to do my job and go home. Collaborative planning is different, but I don't like to say, oh, as a grade level, we have to come up with this. I like to do things by myself. Like I said, I am an introvert. I like to do it by myself. I work best alone versus in groups. I like to do my job, go about my business. But yeah, so when they put me on task, they know when we have our faculty meetings and they have those icebreakers, they already know, Francois, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I can care less about your icebreaker. I don't. Or they be like, oh, could you write on the paper my why and share it? Ooh, I'll write it, but we ain't sharing nothing. I just don't. I like to be by myself. And the worst part is you would never, once you get to know me, you be like, will she shut up? I have a big personality, but I like to be by myself. I love staying home. I prefer to go out and get the food and come back home. Like, I don't like really eating in restaurants. I don't like going to the movies. I don't like crowds. But I love Disney. But then I'm with my family, my immediate family. So not my brothers, my family that I created, the little people that I raised and are like me and my husband. I like being with them. My other family, I'd be like, why we have to go? I don't know. I just love, it's so hard being an introvert and a teacher. I mean, like, I've had a headache because I've had to talk to 18 kids all day. But the worst part is during my lunch break, because I didn't want to be with my student by him because I wasn't in the mood and I didn't want him to be bored with me. So we went over to my coworker's class so he could be with them, and he was on his computer. So I had to have a sub, but at first I thought I was splitting my class. So I said, you want to go with Miss Germain? And he was like, no, that class is too loud. They making my hair hurt. So then that means it's me, because I think that my class is loud, which in actuality, and I think, you know, that was a reality check, girl, your kids aren't loud. Because if my kid, who typically he really doesn't talk, but he's very busy, if he thought that that class was loud, that shows that I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job. So I guess we have productive conversations. They just was loud just to be loud. You know, we have order and structure. And then the little girl from that class had to stay with me all day. And then she was doing her work so peaceful. It's like so zen in here. And I don't know, I guess I create a welcoming environment that my kids thrive off so far. They like it. But that is it. What else happened? I'm trying to think what happened today. I had the epiphany that, like, I have a headache right here. I have this headache right now because, I left my phone in the car, so we had to go get a car. Then he comes up here for breakfast. I'm telling you, I haven't had no alone time all week. This planning. So what happened last planning? I forgot on Tuesday. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I had to be by myself. I had to sit here, decompress. So I worked on my stuff for next school year, my flyers, all my stuff for back to school, because I had nothing to do. And then now I'm working on the flyers for Spirit Week and our 5th grade sneaker ball. That's what I'm working on. So that's what I'm saying. I like to be in my own element. I sit here by myself, listen to my music or my book, and I am good to go. I'm trying to think of what happened. Oh, someone asked me about my classroom management. I can't explain it. I don't have one. I don't have, let's do dojo points. Let's do this. I do a hodgepodge of all kinds of stuff. So I never do dojo points because I realize I never keep up with that. So I'm not doing dojo points. Then currently I am doing, well, I'm lying. I'm not currently doing anything because I haven't even done it in like 3 weeks. But I do table points. So each end of the day, a table with the most points get a piece of candy. I do reward my kids for performing a 70% or higher on a test. I give them a treat. I was giving out tickets for them doing good things. And then they go to the treasure chest on Friday. I pick a random ticket. And the tickets that I use look like this. And I just got them from Amazon. I didn't get purple because it matches the wall. I got it because it was the cheapest one. So that's what I got. So I got purple. And I give them a ticket. They write their name on the back of the ticket. And then I just pull a ticket and whoever goes to church just goes. I don't do classroom jobs. I don't have time because I could not keep up with classroom jobs. My brain doesn't allow me to keep up with classroom jobs. But what it did help me with is I do helpers of the week. So I pick 2 kids and I just have all their names and I do dojo random. I keep dojo for communication with my parents and post like pictures of their kids and stuff. But other than that, I don't do dojo for points. So it always stays at 0. And I do tickets. But majority of my classroom management is the expectations that I start at the beginning of the school year. I tell them, this is how I want it to be. This is what we're not going to do. This is what you're allowed to do. This is what's expected of you. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And then now I'm at the point, you learn it because I done checked other people's class. I just look at you. And I don't frown my face. I don't do anything. I just look at you. And whatever you were doing, you stop it. Do I have kids that get defiant and try me? Oh, of course we do. We all do. Again, I'm going to look at you. Or if you get slick with me, I'm going to say, who you talking to? Who you talking to? Nobody. Or I said, or if they're having a conversation, did my teacher interrupt your conversation? Say less. Go ahead and teach a class. Or you don't go to specials and I say, my time or your time. And they know if it's on my time, you're not going to special. So you should do your work when I tell you, which is your time. My planning time is my time, which means I'm going to keep you. So when I keep them, I don't give them work. They're going to sit there bored. No computer, no writing nothing, no put your head down, no reading a book. You're going to sit there bored. That is worse than making you do work because you're busy. You got something to do. No, you're going to sit there. You're going to look around the room. You can't put your head down. It's just me and you with that door open. And don't talk to me and I'm not talking to you. I'm not asking you nothing. Oh, and then my rule is the school-wide rule for my classroom, well, the school is to do numbers. Like I think 1 is to go to the bathroom. 2, I think, is to sharpen a pencil. And 3 is to drink water. I have no clue what they is because I don't. If the rule is if I'm teaching, you better not go to the bathroom. Don't ask to go to the bathroom. They don't go. I'm telling you, if I'm teaching, they know. When I'm performing, because I tell them Beyonce is performing. When I'm performing, don't go to the bathroom. And then when I'm finished, they'll go to the bathroom. I still have kids who come up to me and say, can I use the bathroom? We're what, 32 weeks in school? Can I use the restroom? And then I just say, am I teaching? That's all I say is, am I teaching? They say no, and then they just go to the bathroom. And what else? I have how they know someone is in the bathroom. I have a bathroom light, so you flick the light on, and the light will, if the light is on, you know somebody's in the bathroom, and they automatically cut it off. If they forget to cut off, somebody will automatically get up and cut the light off. What else? Systems that I have. We don't sharpen pencils at all. I sharpen pencils on Friday. I don't sharpen. You are not allowed to have a personal pencil sharpener. You can't use mechanical pencils because that dirties my floor. You're going to have all that stuff in your desk. So they know on Friday I will sharpen your personal pencil. So if you have a cute little pencil that you want, like I said, we do community supplies in my classroom, and it's nothing against the parents. If you want to now I'll tell you in the beginning, if you have your child's name on every single thing, your child is going to use all of their stuff. When that stuff runs out, you are responsible for replacing all of that stuff. So I tell my parents in the beginning during open house, but when your child has cute little markers and cute little pencils, I say, oh, keep that in your pencil pouch. All the stuff that you buy that's cute and personalized for your child, keep it. And that way, that's their markers, that's their crayons. So their markers belong to them, their crayons belong to them, the pencils belong to me, the glue sticks belong to me, the packs of paper. What else I collect? I'm trying to think. The dry erase markers, all of that stuff is mine. And the reason is because I take all of their supplies and I put it in the bin. When we run out, I send a email or a dojo saying, hey, we're low on glue sticks. Can parents send what they in? If we're low on tissue, things like that. Because I buy a lot for my class. So I preface this. I asked for 48 pencils. There's no way 48 pencils is going to last your child 180 days. It's no way that's going to last. Your pencil's going to break. They're going to get lost. The eraser is going to wear down. So what happens is you take your stuff. We put all our stuff collectively. I put the money that they give me from school. I take that and we put it all in. It works. I've never, ever, ever had a complaint from a parent about community supplies because I give them the option in an open house. We either do community, like I said, we do community supplies. If you want your child to only use the stuff that you buy, you are responsible for replenishing it. And remember, I don't know your child is low until we're out. So that's between you and your kid. What else? I have a good rapport with my parents. They love me. I'm an open book. If they, by law, I have to reply back to them in 48 hours. I reply the same day or as soon as I see it. If I rarely get a parent calling the school for me or asking to speak to the principal for something, they do, it has nothing to do with me. What else? That is it. Oh, if you're misbehaving, you go sit over there. Listen, if you cannot be with the general population, you gonna go sit in solitary confinement. You're not finna mess up nobody else's learning environment because you wanna sit up there and run your mouth all day or be a terror to somebody. If you cannot be with the general public, you sit by yourself in isolation. That's non-negotiable. So I was telling my student today, he loves to ask you stuff over and over. So I told him, I said, let me explain something to you. I've been saying the exact same sentence since the first day of school. Because he loves it. How many minutes have I read? I'm going to say it every single time. 60 minutes in reading and 60 minutes in math. I said the script never changes. So I say you can ask me every single day. You may wear your mama out, but you're not going to wear me down. Because I don't care. I say what I say, and I mean what I mean. So I'm saying, I don't have. They literally put all the bad kids in my class. I have 18 kids, and out of 18 kids, 3 of them are labeled bad. How I know they're labeled bad is because we do something called articulation cards. And if you look at, that means what we do with articulation cards is you write the kids, you write how they're scoring, and then you write their behavior problems. So this means how many boys I got. Blue is for boys, pink is for girls. And they give you these cards. And all you do is you write your recommendations as far as if they've been retained, their ESOL level, how they're scoring. So that way, when they're building the classrooms, and if it says they have a behavior problem, you try not to put all the behavior problems in the same classroom. We got 5 4th grade, 3rd grade classrooms. I got 3 of the kids. I got 3. And they are literally spaced out around my room. One year I had like 6. Last year we had the Baker Act. Like I guess I'm good with the bad kids. I don't know. Oh, my line does not move until it's quiet and straight. I tell you, expectation. If you want me to upload my beginning of the school year PowerPoint, I have no problem showing it to you. I mean what I mean. I say what I say. And you don't have to yell. The worst part is when you're calm, they think you're crazy. They're like, oh my God. If somebody keep yelling at you, you get immune to it. No, just look at them. That's all I do. I'm telling you. I don't know if it's a mama look. I don't know what it is, but we can be at my daughter's soccer game. Let kids jump on the bleachers. And they just sit down. I don't have to say nothing. Other people's classes acting a fool in the hallway, I just look at them and the line automatically straighten up. I don't know. I guess I've been a mom a long time. I just look at you. I look at my own kids. That's the worst part. I look at my real kids that's in my house. My 21-year-olds. I just look at them. I be like, I'm just going to look at you. That's my classroom management, is to look at them. If you soft and you looking at them, they really don't care. They really don't care. But I'm telling you, and I don't know how to explain it. It's just, there's no name calling, there's no picking, there's no whining. I don't know what's going to happen when I go to primary next year, because I don't do whining, period. Whining is actually in my PowerPoint. What you whining for? I'm not your mama. What you whining for? And then my coworker, she has no kids. I told her today, when I tell you, the little girl had a whole temper tantrum meltdown, and I was letting my kids water their plants. And so I had the door open, and she was so calm. And the way she was talking, I said, girl, you're going to be a good mama. When I tell you, she didn't budge. Her tone never changed. The girl's having a whole meltdown. She did not. Oh, you don't entertain that stuff. You don't entertain. Because they want attention. When they all acting, when you through with your temper tantrum, I need you to take out that pencil and that paper and do my work that's on that board. Once they see you don't care, you play them games with your mama. I'm not your mama. No. If you are severely hurt, and I tell you, you hurt, are your feelings hurt or are you physically hurt? If they tell me that they are physically hurt, then it's a concern. If you tell me that your feelings are hurt and there's nothing we can rectify, what? Or you don't want to tell me, then you keep that energy, keep it, but still do my work. So whenever you're ready to tell me, I will listen, but until then, no. So another classroom management hack, you never let the problem go home. That kid never, ever, ever leaves your class without you contacting that parent. You have to contact them, because you have to say, and I'm not saying you're trying to do it to control the narrative, but you don't know what they're going to go home and tell their mama, because it might not even be the truth. So, for instance, I had an incident today, 2 kids was about to fight. My principal was like, oh, can you call the mom and tell her to come in? So before he's on the bus. So before he gets to that bus home, I'm finna beat my phone call finna beat him home, because I know him. He's going to change the whole story of what happened. I got student witnesses. I have an adult who broke up the fight. But I have to call. So I'm gonna call and say, Dr. So-and-so said you need to come in the morning with your child. So, and I'll explain, you already know, she already know it didn't happen in my class because I run a tight ship up in here. There is no fighting, there is no fussing, there is no drama up in here. We got the cool club, we get along. So, and I explained, you don't have to like everybody, but you have to respect them. And that's what it is. We could agree to disagree. I don't like what you said, you're not gonna talk to me like that. But, no, physically fighting, that happened at PE, I'm calling them on. That is it. That is my tangent about what I do for me being an introvert. That's why it's easy to talk to y'all. I can just talk to y'all over here. But then that's my classroom management. I do not play. That's my I don't play. I don't know because I'm a black woman. I don't know. I'm telling you, it's the look. If you are weak, first of all, read the first day of school. Read that whole classroom management part. Read that. Listen to it. Read it every single summer. When your class is running amok and you are at wit's end, read Harry Wong's The First Day of School. I love that book. I listen to it every summer because I have it on Audible. I listen to it every summer, and even though I've been teaching for 8 years, there's certain things you're like, you know what? I'm going to implement that. But this summer, I'm going to read Whole Brain Teaching because I want to see what that's all about. But yes, so you are going to listen to Harry Wong, and then you're going to get in that mirror, and you're going to master your stare. You're going to master that look. Then you're going to try it out on kids in the mall. When they acting a fool, you're going to try it out and see how it works. Try it on your own kids. Try it on somebody else's kids. Try it. Look in the mirror. Because, you listen, it's no smiling. I can't explain it. You're not smiling, you're not smiling. You could be mid-conversation, having talking to your coworker, and your class act up. That's all you're going to do. Mid-conversation. They're going to know you mean business. They're going to know, I'm telling you, it's that look. Look, practice it right now. Look at me like that. I'm telling you, that look stops traffic. It stops them in their tracks. Whatever they could be mid-cuss word. You just gonna look at them. And then you're gonna master, who you playing with? Who you talking to? I know you ain't talking to me. Oh, and then I'm like, I know this not my class making this noise. And then my coworker like, yeah, it's your class, because she loved, that's the one who laughed, like, it's your class. Or you be like, oh, you guys are making my teacher heart so happy. I'm telling you, it's that reverse cycle. Play with them. Look at them. You'll see it works. But let me start working on my sub plans, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Good morning and happy Thursday. I ended up getting a sub. So I am here. I've already put my slide up for my kids to do their work. Let me show you what my desk looks like. Let me turn you around so you can see. This is what my desk looks like. This is stuff that these go home for my kids, so I put it on their desk ahead of time. I'm cleaning off my back table. This is stuff I had during tutoring. I cut all my lights on. I cut on my wax warmer. My date is done. My reading coach is coming to pick up her kids. My math coach pushes in, so I already have the document camera ready for her. We have 10 days until fast testing. I don't know why it's so yellow, but this is what my room looks like. Yes? Good morning. Okay, the staffing specialist is here, so I have to clean up my back table right quick. I have gifted staffings all day. I'll come in and check in with you because I am working home tomorrow, so I'll be closing out the vlog today because tomorrow I'm home doing a PD. So I have to go pick this lady up. Throw all this stuff. Oh, I need to get this to the lady. I need to put this on the desk, and then I will check in with you later. Today was okay. I'm finally done with my staffing, so I got 2 hours or an hour and 15 minutes before school is over. And then I have tutoring, and then I have the rest of the week off. I have a PD day tomorrow at my house. They ended up using my room, so I had to take my kids to another classroom, and they was not happy. They was like, why would you have to go there? So that is what happened. Today was a good day over. I got to have lunch with my coworker and her kids because I didn't want to be by myself because I had nowhere to go because someone was in my room and I don't eat in the teacher's lounge. But that is how my week went. Today was a good day. This week was actually a good week, even though I was sad for a couple of days because I didn't get my downtime. But next week it should be much better. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. I will see you in next week's vlog. Bye.